Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammad. أفضل صلواتك بعدد معلوماتك وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. So last night we were talking about that Sayyidina Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He used to ask Ali to bring the killers of Usman to justice first. And Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he had his own approach. So that's why they were not going along with one another. And eventually there were two Khalafa. One was that of Ali and the second one was that of Sayyidina Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. Now, thanks God, if it would not have been done, so then we would not have any source of having more than one government for Muslims all over the world. Because we would not have any precedents. And that is the precedence when the fuqaha allowed if the Muslim will have all over the world more than one government. Now we have 60. Yeah. So these 60, yeah, small and big, they should be thankful to Ali and to Muawiyah. Yes. Because they are Sahaba, and as you know, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnati al-khulafa." You should follow me and the sunnah of my khulafa means my Sahaba. Got it?
Yes.
And Sayyidina Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he was a statesman. He was handling the situation with the Roman in a very good way, respectable way. He got a treaty with them for 10 years. That on boundaries, there is no uprising. Otherwise, that will not be good. And when the battle was happening between him and Ali, so the Roman emperor, he tried to exploit the opportunity. So he sent a message to Muawiyah. If you want to get rid of him, so I will march my forces ahead. You will attack him from one side, I will attack him from the other side. So Sayyidina Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala wrote him a letter. And the letter was going like this. He wrote to him, Ya Amir al-Mumineen. He wrote a letter with the title of Amir al-Mumineen. But Sayyidina Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala, he wrote a letter, Ya Kalb al-Rum, O the dog of Romans. Yes. And he said that, if I will come to know that you have any ill will against Ali, so you will find me as a soldier behind Ali fighting against you. Got it? He said, this is our own problem. You have nothing to do with. Got it?
Yes.
But anyhow, from both sides in the battles, so many Muslims, they got martyred. And actually, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam once, he said, "Satuqatul fi'atan min ummati." Ibn Kathir rahmatullahi alayhi has written a book by the name of Al-Bidaya wa Nihaya. Bidaya wa Nihaya. How the word started and how it will end. Got it? Al-Bidaya wa Nihaya li Ibn Kathir. So in that book and other books like that, there are prophecies by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said it that things like this will happen after me until the day of judgment. So once he said سَتُقَاتِلُ فِيَتَانِ مِنْ أُمَّتِي. Soon 2 groups of my ummah, they will fight one another. كِلَاهُمَا عَلَى خَيْرٍ. Both of them, they would be rewarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because their dispute will be totally based upon their ijtihad. And both of them will be doing that for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But one will be of the belief that I am on the right side, and the other will have the belief that I am on the right side. So the ulama, they explained it to the dispute of Ali and Muawiyah. Now, I've written a book in Urdu language, मजहबी फ़िरक़े और उनका सियासी और तारीख़ी पस मंज़र, religious sects, sects and not sects, okay. Religious sects and its historical and political background, that how it came into existence. Got it? Yes. So there are so many sects, but basically there were only 2. One were Ahlul Sunnah and the second one was Shia. Shia originally started in the time of Uthman radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Basically, concept was developed by Abdullah ibn Saba, a Jew. He was propagating like this, that look, the Prophet said to Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, that you are to me just like Harun to Musa. So when Musa alayhi salatu wasalam went to Sinai, who was taking care of the affairs, or who was his successor? Harun. So he said that, look, this is very wrong that Prophet ﷺ said it, but Abu Bakr grabbed the Khilafah, and then Umar, and then Uthman. Got it? And he was putting in the mind of people that all these 3, they lost their iman. Because they didn't go along with the saying of the Prophet ﷺ. Got it? Got it?
Got it.
Or not it?
Got it.
And where Rasulullah ﷺ said it? What was the background? When Prophet ﷺ was going to Tabuk, so that was a long way to go. Almost 1200 miles. How many?
1200 miles.
1200 miles. So for a long time he will be outside. So he left Ali behind him in Medina to take care of the family. Now Prophet ﷺ was somewhere in a rest area when Ali came. He said, how do you think? How you came? He said that, oh, the Messenger of Allah, there are the munafiqeen. And these munafiqeen are propagating in Medina. That Prophet ﷺ was not happy with Ali. That's why he left him behind and he did not take him with. Got it? So he said that I cannot bear it and I cannot tolerate it. That people will be saying that about me. So Rasulullah ﷺ to console him, because he read his face. Yes. So Prophet ﷺ consoled him. That he said, I am going, for a long time I will be out. Who is for this much big family to take care of? Yes. And then Rasulullah ﷺ told him that you don't know that Musa was going in the cause of Allah to Sinai. And he left Harun behind and he told him that ukhlufni fi qawmi, that be my successor in people here. So he said, أَوَمَا تَرْضَى أَن تَكُونَ مِنِّي بِمَنْزِلَةِ هَارُونَ مِن مُوسَى. You don't like it to be for me like Harun for Musa? Got it? Now how the people are playing with words. Got it? Or not it? Got it. Another hadith which is narrated by Imam Sakhawi in Maqasid Hasana, that Rasulullah ﷺ said, Ali minni wa ana min Ali. Ali is from me and I am from Ali. Allahumma wali man walahu wa adi man adahu. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala befriend of those who are befriending Ali and be enemy of those who are enemies of Ali. So I say it means that he should be the Khalifa. Where is the Khalafat in this hadith? Yes. As far as the friendship is concerned, yes. We, the Ahlul Sunnah, we are in much more love in Ali than anybody else. Is it so or not?
Yes.
That is. So anyhow, battles happened between Ali and Muawiyah. And as I told you that the people with Muawiyah, it doesn't mean that the people with Ali were not that good. But the people with Muawiyah along with him, they were a good planner. And they were good listeners as well. In this regard, yes, I will say that Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala in this regard, yes, he was a very strong man. Ali was a strong man but very lenient towards his own people. Yes, that was his nature. Got it? So Ali radiallahu ta'ala, yes, he was giving them time and space. Got it? And Muawiyah, he was a man of like this, stand. Yes, and sit. Yes. And for example, Sayyidina Ali said, if you want to stand, if you want to sit, sit. Yes. Take it easy. Got it? And in situation, such like policy doesn't work. And that's why nobody was able to say anything but with the approval of Muawiyah. And here some people, they were making their own decision. And that was the case when in the battlefield, the follower of Ali, they made or agreed to the decision of arbitration. Decision of what? Arbitration. And when they informed Ali, he said, why? You were very close to grab the area and to defeat his army. Why you agreed to? Yes. So they said, but lot of bloodshed. We want to help you. He said, yes, peace is good. But at least we should have taken something which we were very close to. Yes, and that was their diplomacy. That was their diplomacy. Ali told them that you don't know that in the battlefield there is Mughira ibn Shu'bah. Yeah, and he is a well-known diplomat. He knows where to withdraw, where to go ahead. Yes, where to go back, where to go ahead, where to turn right, where to turn left. Got it? Because in battlefield or in politics, in battlefield or in politics, you have to adopt such a policy. Sometimes you will go ahead, sometimes you will withdraw and go back. Yes, the common lay people, they will not be aware of that. Oh, what happened? Oh, brother, you don't know. The leader is the diplomat. He knows where to take right and where to take left. Where to stop, where to run, where to walk. Got it? Or not it? So anyhow, he said, okay, now when you agreed and you were in the battlefield and Prophet ﷺ said that Al-Muslimun tatakafa'u dima'uhum. Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Muslimun tatakafa'u dima'uhum. Muslims, their blood are equal to one another. Their blood are
equal to one another.
Is equal to one another. It doesn't mean that this is a rich man and this is a poor one. This is a tall man, this is a short one. This is a status, he does not have status. Yes. So his blood is much more precious than the blood of the poor one. No. Al-Muslimun tatakafa'u dima'uhum. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Yujiru alayhim adnahum وَيَرُدُّ عَلَيْهِمْ أَقْصَاهُمْ وَهُمْ يَدٌ عَلَى مَنْ سِوَاهُمْ. Prophet ﷺ was saying golden words. He said, on one occasion, الْمُسْلِمُونَ تَتَكَافَأُ دِمَاؤُهُم means the Muslims are equal to one another. Don't think of one down and one up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
One will be Lodin, other will be Muhammad Zai, so then what? Yeah, a third one will be Yusuf Zai, a fourth one will be what? Al-Khuzai.
Toche.
Huh?
Toche.
And the fifth one will be Toche. Yes. Naqib? Yes. He made you Toche.
He did it to himself.
Anyhow, so as I was mentioning today, while you were here in Juma, yes, and I mentioned here that, for example, I am Pashtun. If I say, oh, we the Pashtun like this, and we the Pashtun like this, it means that you are upgrading your tribe and you are degrading the other. Got it? Where from the Pashtuns started? Yes. Just name it, for example, 1,000 years before. Got it? But before that, that great-grandfather of Pashtun, he is from the genes of someone. He's not or not?
Yes.
Say, so which genes he is coming from? Yeah. Still we do not know that we are the last tribe of Israel or we are Aryans. Yes. Because there are two narratives. About Pashtun, there are
two narratives.
Two narratives. One is
Israel.
Bani Israel. You are. So if you are, so then all of us we are. When I say you are, say it means
all of us.
All of us, yes. So either the last tribe of Israel or Aryan. Yeah. So then how you will degrade the Aryans? Or you will degrade the Bani Israel? Yes. Because you are common somewhere in a grandfather. Yeah. Then you will go up. How you will degrade the Africans? Because you are joining one another somewhere in a grandfather. Yes. How you will degrade so and so? In the end, you people are joining one another with Adam and Eve. This is a crazy concept. You know what I'm saying? Now look, if you are doing like this, we the Pashtun like this. Yes, you are. So it means that the grandfather, where from the Pashtun identity started. Because for sure it is not started with Adam. Yes. Yes, Pashtun tribe started where? With Adam, so what about the others? Yeah. But somewhere later it started. Yes or not?
Yes.
So when that started, you will go ahead. Up. When you will go up, yes. So you are not giving any number and marks or grade to people who are behind the Pashtun identity or before the Pashtun identity. And they were your great-grandfathers. So you are not giving them the grade. So where from you got the grade then? This is a matter of common sense. Professor, is it so? Hey, what do you think? It makes sense to you or not? Yes. So that is. Got it?
Yes.
So anyhow, what I was referring to. That Sayyidina Ali, Raziyallahu ta'ala, he said, but now when, so Prophet said, Muslimun, tatakafa'u dima'uhum. Their blood are equal. Number one. Number two, Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, yujiru alayhim adnahum. If a commonly soldier will shelter someone from the enemy or even a platoon of the enemy, got it? So now the general cannot break his promise. The general cannot break his promise. Because on one hand you are claiming you are one and the same. So if you are one and the same, so one organ of yours has decreed and decided something, you are not adopting it, accepting it. How you can say that you are one and the same? Hey, well, you are picking the bottom line or not? If we say, look, that we are one and the same, yes, now in this common field, this is our common field. Masjid is what? Our common field. And that's why unity of command is must for organization.
Sure.
Unity of command is must
for
organization. Now, President Trump, he knows how to to drive a tank, or to shoot a cannon, yes, or to send a the aeroplane, what they call the drone, to send a drone. He knows that. No, but this is unity of command. That he is the supreme commander. If unity of command is not there, there is no state, there is no government. So if unity of command is not there, so there is no organization, there is no jama'ah, there is no party. Got it? And most of the time, especially in Islam, the one who is on the top or the helm of affairs, he doesn't involve in things. Yes, but things are subject to his approval. Things are
Subject.
subject. He doesn't say no. Yes, but this is the unity of command. Is what? The unity. Otherwise there will be a turmoil. Otherwise there will be a turmoil. Got it? Or not?
Got it.
Yes.
Yes. So anyhow, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, وَيُجِيرُ عَلَيْهِمْ أَدْنَاهُمْ. Even the lowest in category or in status, mean field-wise. One is general, another one is colonel, a third one is a major, a fourth one is a lieutenant, a fifth one is a captain, a second one is, another one is lieutenant colonel. There are grades or not?
Yes.
In forces?
Yes.
Yes. But if in situation, one of the lowest rank, instead of category you will say,
The lowest rank.
the lowest rank, if he will shelter even a platoon of the enemies, so the upper ranks are bound to honor it.
So,
The upper,
the ranks are-
otherwise, the enemies will come to know that these people are not one and the same. So nobody will put his trust in you. Yes, they don't listen to one another. They don't honor one another. So that will be another turmoil. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Al-Muslimuna tatakafa'u dima'uhum, yujiru alayhim adnahum." Look, these are 4 sentences. In these 4 sentences, that is an ocean of knowledge.
Subhanallah.
Yes, or an ocean of politics, or an ocean, just name it, any field. Al-Muslimuna tatakafa'u dima'uhum. Muslims, their bloods are equal to one another. Number 2, yujiru alayhim adnahum. Their lowest rank, if he shelters in the battlefield even. And what?
The battlefield.
And that's what I mentioned in that book of mine, Jihad. What, why, and when. There I have mentioned that if a woman, she will shelter. For example, she is in nursing corps, medical corps. What?
Medical.
What?
Medical.
Because in normal circumstances, yes, women are not bound to go to the battlefield. But what for they are going?
Medical.
Medical corps. If she is a doctor and she is in the battlefield and she sheltered the enemies or a platoon of enemy because she had the uniform, she has it not.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have seen the the army doctor or not?
Yes.
They are having the uniform or not?
Yes.
Yeah. And they have the same ranks or not?
Yes.
Yeah, they have the same ranks, major, colonel, lieutenant colonel, this and that, even general. Yes. He will be a doctor, he's not fighting, but he's called general. He's called what?
General.
General. So, anyhow, if he or she sheltered people there, the enemies, so the fighting generals or the fighting soldiers or the fighting officers, they will say, who are you? Oh, she's in the battlefield. She has the rank. Yes, there nobody is interviewing another that what's your rank and which category you are working and what's your field and things like that. Oh, she is an army general, she has the... And the source, as Abu Hanifa said, rahmatullahi alayh, that a woman can shelter the enemy's army as well, because when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered Makkah, he was riding his she-camel. And suddenly, his first cousin, Sayyida Hani, raziyallahu ta'ala anha, the sister of Ali, raziyallahu, she shouted, Ya Rasulullah. She shouted, Ya Rasulullah, I have sheltered my in-laws. I have sheltered in my house, my in-law. But my own son, look, my own brother, Ali, he is standing here, having a sword. And he said that, Hani, yes, leave me alone with these guys. I am going to kill them. They were attacking us. They are our relatives. You are married to their family. Yes, and they never thought of that. They were not thinking of the relation. Why should I think of the relation? Because Ali was a man of that nature. Yes, but Sayyida Hani, radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she said, Ajartuhuma, I have sheltered them. I have sheltered them, or I have given them the asylum. I have given them the asylum. And Ali was of the view that Hani is not a fighter. Hani, she is not a fighter. So how she can? Yes. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when she said it, so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ummahani, ajarna man ajarti, whom you have given the asylum, we give them the asylum as well. Yes. So Sayyidina Ali, he put his sword back in his case and turned around. That was Iman. This was what?
Iman.
Hey, what? Can we find people like this in human history? Professor, what do you think? Huh?
Only a small number.
A small number. But we have to look for.
Yes, very.
Yes. With big goggles. Not with the glasses. So anyhow, so Sayyidina Ali, he heard only one sentence. The Prophet ﷺ said, Ajarna man ajarti. Whom you have sheltered, we have sheltered. Mean that Prophet ﷺ endorsed the asylum of given by whom? By Hani radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Got it?
Got it.
So Prophet ﷺ said, وَيُجِيرُ عَلَيْهِمْ. Dear Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi said that a Muslim woman can shelter in the battlefield or can give political asylum. When she is there, in one way or the other, like medical corps. Got it?
Yes.
And Prophet ﷺ said the third sentence, وَيَرُدُّ عَلَيْهِمْ أَدْنَاهُمْ وَيَرُدُّ عَلَيْهِمْ أَقْصَاهُمْ وَيَرُدُّ عَلَيْهِمْ أَقْصَاهُمْ. If somebody in the battlefield, he went too far and he got a lot of spoils of war, so he cannot claim that I have got it, so that is for me, that is for the exchequer. Prophet said, وَيَرُدُّ عَلَيْهِمْ أَقْصَاهُمْ. Yes, the far gone soldier, he will bring the spoils back to the
Exchequer.
giant pool. To the what?
Joint.
To the giant pool. Yes, instead of exchequer, you will say what?
Joint.
The giant pool, because it does not go to exchequer, it is distributed amongst whom? The soldiers. And Prophet ﷺ said, وَهُمْ يَدٌ عَلَى مَنْ سِوَاهُمْ. And they have the priority over others, and should have the priority over others. Means always they should think of their status of Islam. So they should not humiliate themselves. They should not put themselves down. Got it?
Good.
Now all over the world, we the Muslims are the most down nation. Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes. Because our case is that we the Muslims, we are conquering Muslims. Yes. In every country, the Muslims are conquering whom?
Muslims.
Yeah, they are overtaking the whom?
Muslims.
The Muslims. We are very brave people. Brave people fighting against whom?
Muslims.
Against our own selves.
So,
Fighting against
arms.
our own selves. So anyhow, Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala referring to that hadith, that as you have agreed, so I cannot disown it. This is not allowed in Sharia. But now we should put someone on table with them. So they say, we have done. Sayyidina Ali said, we have done. Whom? They said Abu Musa al-Ash'ari. Said Abu Musa al-Ash'ari. What a great scholar he is. What a great Qazi and judge he is. But he is not as a political diplomat as Amr ibn al-As is. As who? Amr ibn al-As is. As Mughira ibn Shu'bah is. So who is coming there from, Mughira or Amr? So they said Amr. They said Amr ibn al-As. So Sayyidina Ali said, then you are done. Yes. The war which you won, you lost it. Because Amr is there. Said that the Persian emperor and the Roman emperor cannot talk to Amr. How Abu Musa will talk to him? And that was the result. Yes. That the war they won in the field, they lost it on the table. They lost it on the table. Anyhow, then the Khawarij, therefrom they came out of Shia. These Khawarij were actually Shia. They were with Ali, radiallahu ta'ala anhu. They were the people who agreed to arbitration. When they lost, so they took a plea. From the battlefield, they went to one place that's called Harura. We are not with Ali. We are neither with Ali because he was a kafir. We are not with Muawiyah because he was a kafir before. And as Ali agreed to arbitration, so he became kafir. So we are not with that kafir, not with this kafir. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Got it?
Got it.
And they used to say, in al-hukmu illa lillah. We don't believe in the rule and government and authority of anybody but only Allah. Even Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala was giving khutbah in masjid in Kufa. And these people, yes, having a flag and coming and shouting slogans, chanting slogans, in al-hukmu illa lillah, in al-hukmu illa lillah, in al-hukmu illa lillah, no rule but only for Allah, no rule but only for Allah. This is the word of Quran. So Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala smiled and he said, Kalimatu haqqin urida bihal batil. What a right word and what a wrong meaning. Kalimatu haqqin urida bihal batil. What a true word and what a false meaning. Got it?
Yes.
Got it or not?
Got it.
Yeah. Because Allah is not coming down, He is not ruling a country. Yes. Rule belongs to Him, but somebody has to be His assistant, to be His agent, to be His Khalifa. Got it?
Yes.
Allah. After prayer, some people said to Ali radiallahu ta'ala, we should take care of them. He said, what care? He said, to kill them. He said, but why? He said, what they say. He said, but they say. Yes. They have not done anything yet. Yes. So he cannot kill someone for intention. He cannot kill someone for intention. And that's how the Khawarij got together. And they decided that we should kill 3 people to reunite the Ummah. Number 1, Amr ibn al-As. Number 2, Muawiyah. And number 3, Ali. And all 3 on one day, one time. One day, one time. Day should be this. Time should be the Fajr prayer. That all of them, they are coming out for Fajr prayer and they lead in their own respected area. In Misr, in Damascus, in Kufa. In Misr, in Damascus, in Kufa. Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu on that day, he did not come out. Things happen. But the real story is not this. The real story is that the guy who was appointed, Muawiyah came out and he led the prayer. But that guy, yes, he started sleeping. He couldn't come. This is the real story. The story of not coming is that of Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala. Amr ibn al-As, he was suffering from fever. He was the governor, suffering from fever. In the big city where the governor stays, there the governor has to lead the prayer. Yes. So he ordered the justice of the High Court, Kharija ibn Khuzafa. Kharija ibn Khuzafa as-Sahami. He was the Chief Justice. He told him at Isha that I'm not feeling good, maybe I will not come out for Fajr prayer, so you should come and lead the prayer. He said, okay. So now when he was coming and proceeding to the Mihrab, so the guy attacked him and he killed him. Yes, the Qazi al he got killed. And the guy, when he was brought to the court, he said, you did it? He said, but I'm sorry. He said, yes, but I'm sorry. He said, what do you feel sorry for? You did wrong? He said, no. أردت عمرا وأراد الله خارجا. My intention was Amr, but Allah's decision was Kharija. Yes. He said, I'm sorry for that. Yes. Because these Khawarij, they are very strict with their words. Got it? And Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala, he got killed and got martyred close to the mihrab. The guy who killed him, his name is Abdul Rahman ibn Muljim. Abdul Rahman ibn Muljim. Now after that, the people of Kufa, they gave their pledge of allegiance to the son of Ali, Hassan radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Hassan was a man of ilm and ibadah, not of politics. So he stayed as a Khalifa only for 6 months. And he said that a lot is done. A lot of blood is shed already. Now the Muslims should not kill one another. So he wrote to Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu that we want to reunite the Muslim Ummah. So he gave his pledge of allegiance to Muawiyah, and now Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he became an unanimous Khalifa of Muslim Ummah after a long time. Long time means 6+ years. Because Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala, he was Khalifa for 2.5 years. Sayyidina Umar was Khalifa for 10 years. Sayyidina Usman was for 12 years. So 2.5, 10 and 12. How much?
24 and a half.
Say.
24 and a half.
24, huh?
And a half.
And a half. And for 5 years, Sayyidina Ali was Khalifa. And that time passed in fight of Muawiyah and Ali. And for 6 months, Sayyidina Hassan, he remained Khalifa. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith, Al-Khalafatu ba'di salasuna sana, that the rightful Khalifa after me will be 30 years. Will be how much?
30 years.
So that's why the 6 months of Hassan ibn Ali, that is counted in Khalafat Rashida. Got it? Got it or not?
Yes.
So now, keeping in view this whole history, we came to know how a Khalifa to be appointed. So in the time of Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that was by the elites of Medina. He was elected by whom? By elites of Medina. Ahl Hall Aqd. They are called what? Ahlul Hall wal Aqd. Ahlul Hall wal Aqd. Hall Aqd literal meaning is those who tie and untie. Those who tie
And untie.
and depend on different cultures and different societies. So there are tribal societies, so where who tie and untie? The chieftains of the tribes. They decide, yes, this guy should be put in jail, and that's what
Put in jail.
should be released. This problem should be resolved like this. They tie and untie. Got it? If that is a religious society, so then the religious leader, the ulama, they are the people who are decreeing like this. But a common word for them in Sharia is Ahlul Halli wal Aqd. Ahlul Halli wal Aqd. And we explain it not for that those who tie untie mean they resolve the problems. They
Resolve.
and people do listen to them. Not only that they solve the problem, but people
Do
listen to them. They take their decision in word and spirit.
Subhanallah.
They take their decision
In word and
in word and spirit. And Umar radiallahu ta'ala an, he was appointed by Abu Bakr, the previous Khalifa. That is the second way. The third way is to be selected by a selected shura. To be selected by what?
Selected shura.
Sayyidina Usman was selected by who?
Not shura.
By a selected shura, not shura. By
Selected shura.
Selected shura of 6 people. And Sayyidina Ali, as I mentioned last night, he was elected by the general public of Medina. By who?
The general public.
By the general public of Medina. And Sayyidina Muawiyah, radiyallahu ta'ala an, this is called in Sharia al-istila. Al-istila means taking over. Al-istila means
Taking over.
taking. He took over. Sayyidina Muawiyah,
Took over.
he took over. So now altogether 5 ways. Altogether
Definitely.
5 ways. When we will summarize it, so that will be number 1, the election. Because Abu Bakr was elected, Osman was elected, Ali was elected. Now this is another case. Who will elect who? Yes. So democracy all over the world is not one and the same. It's one and the same.
No.
Yes. How much difference is that of the democracy of America and democracy of Canada?
Subhanallah.
Yes. Democracy of Germany and democracy of Britain. They are side by side. Boundaries are connected to one another in European countries. But in European countries, their democratic procedure is not one and the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, presidential form of government, yes, and parliamentary form of government. Here in America, this is what type of form?
Presidential.
Presidential. And in Britain,
Parliamentary.
parliamentary form of government. So here, presidential form of government, the president is elected directly. Sometime back in Pakistan, it was presidential form of government, but the president was not elected directly. He was elected by the members of the local bodies. Local bodies means like the city council. City council members. Who?
City council.
City council. So all the city council members, they used to vote for the president. Got it? So they were elected people, and these elected people, they elected the president. But now in Pakistan and India and Bangladesh and that part of the world, they are parliamentary form of government. So the prime minister, he is the chief executive. Who is chief executive?
Prime Minister.
There the president is only symbolic. There's a president.
It's symbolic.
Only symbolic. He does not have any power. He only sign. He only sign. But he is considered as head of the state. And he is considered as supreme commander of the army. Got it? But power is there in the hand of
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister. And Prime Minister is not elected directly. Yes. The people, they elect the members of the parliament. They elect
The members of the parliament.
and then the member of the parliament, who has the majority party, so then they elect their own prime minister from their own party. Got it? And all of these forms are called democracy. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it, not it?
Got it.
And why it is so? Because all over the world, the societies and the culture, the situations and the circumstances and all these are not one and the same. So that's why dependent circumstances they are living therein. Got it?
Got it.
So Abu Bakr was elected, but by whom? By elites of Medina. Yes. Osman was elected by whom? By selected shura. Ali was elected by whom?
By the man.
By general public of Medina. But in the end, all three, they were elected in one way or the other. Omar was appointed by the previous Khalifa. And Muawiyah basically, he took over. So that's why now Imam Abu al-Hasan al-Habib al-Mawardi, rahmatullahi alayh, Allama ibn Farhum, rahmatullahi alayh, Ibn Khaldun, rahmatullahi alayh, And Imam Waliullah, rahimahullah, yes, these are considered the imams of social sciences or political science. They are considered what?
Imams of political science.
The imams of social sciences or political science. So these political scientists of Islam, in the light of Quran and Sunnah, they mentioned that there are 3 ways known from Sahaba. 3 ways of appointment of Khalifa are known from Sahaba. Number 1, election. Now, it has the branches as I told you. That what type of means election? Or who will elect? Who has the right to vote? Got it?
Got it.
And still, no, here, we elect our president. That's by the public vote?
Electoral.
Yes. Public is voting, but president is elected by whom?
Electoral college.
By the electoral college. Yes. So if we say there is a public vote, so here the public vote didn't work. But nobody has any right to make any objection to. Yes, because that's the constitution. Yes, and every country is thinking that what is suitable for. Yes. Because the election itself is not the aim. Election is the aim.
No.
So then we have to do election every day. Yes, let's play again. Let's play again. Enjoyment and entertainment. That's a way. Yes, how that way will work depends. Got it? It's a matter of common sense. I am the man, I have common sense. I think so.
MashaAllah.
But Tariq still have some reservation about my common sense. Do you have it?
No.
Okay. No, so you have reservation about my sense or common sense? You have reservation about my common or my sense or common sense?
Neither.
So number 1, the election. Number 2, the appointment by the previous Khalifa, as Abu Bakr did, radiallahu ta'ala an. And number 3, the takeover. Even though the third one is not the recommended way, but that's the ground reality. That's what?
The ground reality.
The ground reality. So what you can do with the ground reality? You can throw it away?
No.
If you can throw it away, so how he took over? If you would have the power to throw it away, so how he took over?
Subhanallah.
He asked you and you approved, so that's why he took over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if somebody took over, so now actually the previous Khalifa who was elected, for him one quality was that he is in the control of the affairs. He's what?
In the control.
So now the other guy who took over, so it means that the first guy, he lost that credibility. That's why this one took over, because the first one, he lost his credibility. And there is no vacuum. There is no way. Somebody has to occupy the empty place. Yes, otherwise in Persian they say, Khane Khalila Dev Bikirat. If the local will not take over, outsider will come, the invader, he will take over. So you have to approve that. You have to what? To approve under the doctrine of necessity. Got it? Professor, what do you think about this Islamic political system?
It's, I would say in terms of checks and balances, it's very effective.
This is. So, and once again we will say that thanks to Muawiyah, radiallahu ta'ala, that he took over. Yes. Otherwise, we would not have any source how to affirm this situation. How to approve it. Yeah, because al Sahaba, they approved it. When they approved it, so it means that became a source of law. Yes, got it. Now, the constitutional way of appointment of Khalifa are 2. The third one is doctrine of necessity. Third one is what? Doctrine of necessity. Got it? But the constitutional ways are 2. Number 1, the election. Number 2, the appointment. Appointed by the previous Khalifa. Got it? These are the 2 ways the ulama discuss. Which one is the best way? So majority of the ulama, they are for the election process. And Hafiz ibn Hazm, yes, a great name. Ibn Hazm,
Great.
a great name, a great muhaddis. Even though he is Ahlul Hadith, He's not muqallid, but he's a great name. So Hafiz ibn Hazm, he said that the best way is the appointment. The best way is
The appointment.
the appointment, but with restrictions. With what?
Restrictions.
With restrictions. That restrictions mean should not be from his kith and kin. Yes, he said that the first ever or the last ever restriction is
Should not be from
not to be his
kith and kin.
kith and kin. And to some extent, this is also a concept which is adopted in this world as well. For example, in America, if the president dies, or he is impeached, so who is taking over?
Vice President.
The vice president. When the president, he spent his 2 terms, so for the next term, if the same vice president is still alive, so he is contesting the election. Yes or not? Say, if he does not deny, so he is contesting the election. Yes or not? This is the rule of business. So anyhow, Hafiz ibn Hazm rahmatullahi alayh, he said that election create a lot of hustle and bustle, and he said goes sometime to bloodshed. He says it goes sometime to bloodshed and to feuds and disputes. And to keep the ummah away of such like bloodshed and feuds, this appointment is the best way. That was the plea of whom?
Hafiz ibn
Hafiz ibn Hazm rahmatullahi alayh. But majority, they say that election. So we say, what's the decision or what's the priority? Yes, that in regular circumstances, the election. But in abnormal circumstances, the appointments also work. But with the restriction laid down by whom? By Hafiz ibn Hazm rahmatullahi alayh. Got it? Now this is the rule. But now what is the system for ummah? Allah. Taza az hangamayi o kainat. So now, in Islamic Sharia, for Khalafat, some other terms are used as well. Number 1, al-imamat. Number 2, al-imarat. Sometimes they call it imam, sometimes they call it amir, sometimes they call him khalifa. And the system of state and government is called as-siyasa. What?
Siyasa.
So literally, siyasa mean al-qiyamu ala shay bima yuslihuhu. Taking responsibility of correction of something or fixing of something. Something is not fixed and you took the responsibility to fix it. This is called what? Siyasa. This literal meaning. And then the ulama, استصلاح الخلق وإرشادهم إلى الطريق المستقيم المنجي في الدنيا والآخرة. Imam Ghazali, another Imam of social sciences, he defined it. استصلاح الخلق, looking for the good of people, thinking of the good of people. وإرشادهم إلى الطريق المستقيم, and putting them on the right track. Such a right track which will give them a peaceful life here and a prosperous one in the hereafter. So in an Islamic state, the duty of the leader is to think about the good of people. Number one. Not only that, only thinking. Yeah. He's not coming out of corner. He's sitting inside. So then what? Istislahul khalq. Thinking of the good of people. Number one. وَإِرْشَادُهُمْ إِلَى الطَّرِيقِ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. And putting them on the right track. And what is the right track? That is known. Which can give them a peaceful life here and a transparent one in the hereafter. But as mostly the ulama, they define the imama or the khalafa. So Allama Mawardi, who is considered the authentic authority of Islamic political science. You know his book, Naqib? The name of his book is, that is a famous book. Maslakan he is Shafi. The name of his book is Al-Ahkam Al-Sultaniyya Lil-Mawardi. Al-Ahkam Al-Sultaniyya Lil-Abil Hasan Al-Habib Al-Mawardi. Abu Hasan Al-Habib Al-Mawardi. Rahmatullahi alayhi. So he defined it that imama, that is khalafatul nubuwa fi harasati din wa siyasati dunya. Khalafatul nubuwa fi harasati din wa siyasati dunya. To lead the country and the people in such a way where the deen is protected and the dunya is running smooth. Yes, what a beautiful definition. Where the deen is protected and the dunya is running smooth. Allama Iji, Idduddin al-Iji, Idduddin al-Iji, Rahmatullahi alayhi. He has written a very great book. The book name is Al-Mawaqif, Idduddin al-Iji. So he has defined Khalafatul Rasul fi iqamati din wa hifz hawzat al-millah بحيث يجب اتباعه على كافة الأمة. He said that is the niyabat, or to be the agent of the messenger. To be what? The agent of the messenger of Allah. But in what? In eating halwa. Yes. Yes. We the mullahs, we have taken the niyabat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam kana yuhibbul halwa. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was in love with sweet things. So if there is gulab jamun, sunnah, let's eat it. Oh brother, you are diabetic, for you that is haram, don't eat it. Got it? So Khalafatul Rasul fi iqamati din, to establish and implement the deen. Now here the difference is that Allama Mawardi said fi harasati din, to protect deen. To what?
To protect.
To protect. So nobody may pervert it. Nobody may pervert. But Allama Iji said that is not the duty of the Khalifa. Only to protect deen, not to get perverted. Fi iqamati deen, to implement it as law of the land. Khalafatul Rasul fi iqamati deen wa hifz hawzat al-millah, and to keep the ummah and the millah united. To keep the ummah and the millah united. And there should be such a rule بحيث يجب اتباعه كافة الأمة, that to listen to him and to obey, that is the duty of the entire ummah. The duty of the entire ummah. Imam Razi, rahmatullahi alayh, he has written a book. He has written a lot of books. Because Razi is a great name. Al-Radi. Who? Al-Radi. They call him what? Al-Radi. A-L- or A-D-I, Al-Radi. So we are thinking that maybe he was Italian. Oh, brothers, Fakhruddin Razi, rahmatullahi alayh, the great scientist. Who? The great scientist and a chemist. Yes. He is the known chemist. Al-Imam Fakhruddin Al-Razi, rahmatullahi alayh. Yeah. And that's why in Muslim world, when you will go to their medical universities, so you will find the department there after the names of all these great. In Pakistan, you will go to medical university and medical college, so there you will see the doctor hospital, that's an Al-Radi hospital. Yes. And they say Avicenna hospital. What? Avicenna hospital, Al-Hazan hospital. Yes, they name all behind after the names of these great people, and that is good because a new one comes who was Al-Radi. Yes. Automatically, somebody become eager to find out that who is. So then, that's good or not?
Good.
You will go to our area. Yes, the greatest area of knowledge in Peshawar, because there in one place there are 5 universities, miles and miles. You will be going. These are universities. 5, 6. Islamic University, Peshawar University, Khyber Medical University, Engineering University, Agriculture University, and Forest Institute. Yes. So you will go there. You will be passing by the hostels. So you will say Allama Iqbal Hostel. Yes. Rahman Baba Hostel. Khushal Khan Khatak Hostel, Razi Hostel, Muhammad ibn Qasim Hostel, Tariq ibn Ziyad Hostel, Mahmud Ghaznavi Hostel, Ahmad Shah Abdali Hostel, Shahabuddin Ghori Hostel. You will go, so you will see all these great names. Yes. This is a silent message. Dawjan, what do you think? These names are good message or not? Yes. Hewar, what do you think? Yes. Because when you will be passing by and you will see Muhammad ibn Qasim Hostel. Yes. Even though it has the number, but on the signboard, the number, for example, 10, Hostel 10. We call it what briefly? Hostel 10, or Hostel 8. But the signboard says Muhammad ibn Qasim Hostel. Tariq ibn Ziyad Hostel. Got it? Yes. Or not?
Good.
Yes. Sir Saad Abdul Qayyum Hostel. Yes. So, the great names are there. Jinnah Hall, Qaid Muhammad Jinnah, Jinnah Hall. In hostels are named like this. Got it?
Good.
Or not it?
Good.
Yes. Now you will go to our madrasa. Yes. Darul Haqqaniyya. So that's a big area. So in big area, it has 4 entrances, main entrances. Yes. It has 4 main gates that you will enter to Darul Uloom. Yeah. The center one is called Babu Abi Hanifat al-Nu'man. Yes. The second one is called Babu Malik ibn Anas. The third one is called Babu Muhammad ibn Idris al-Shafi. The fourth one is called Babu Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Then you will go inside, so you will say, Ihata Madaniya, yeah, after Maulana Madani. Ihata Qasimiyya, after Maulana Qasim Nanotri. Ihata Ashrafiyya, after Maulana Ashraf Ali Thanvi. Ihata Anwariyya, after Allama Rashad, and things like that. I get it. Because those who forget about their history, yes, so they are lost. They are lost. Naseem, you are looking sleepy. You are? Yes, look. Look, I do think about all of you when you are not here. And still I think when you are here. Allah Akbar. Ya Allah, I don't know that you ever thought about me for a while or not. Yes, I was thinking about Faisal, that we lost Faisal. That where's Faisal? Yes, Dawjan, how many times I asked you? Many times. That we are losing Faisal. So I was aware of that. He is busy in his exam, but still he was. Got it? Got it or not? Yes. So anyhow. So Imam Razi Rahmatullah alayhi says, Riyasatun fi ad-din wa ad-dunya, ammatan, khalafatan an al-nabi, li shakhsin wahid min al-ashkhas. That's actually a general authority, inclusive authority. Riyasatun amma. Fi ad-din wa ad-dunya, regarding deen and dunya both. Regarding deen and dunya. Because in Islamic State, deen is not the personal business of anyone. That is state business. That is government business, that is person business. That's a group business, that is society business. Yeah? So that's why he said, Riyasatun ammatun fi dini wa dunya. Yes, he defined riyasa, amma, general riyasa, general authority. Fi dini wa dunya, and that's why any state which is called Islamic State, it is called Islamic State. If they will come to know that people are not paying their zakat, they punish them or not?
Yes.
Say,
Yes.
yeah, if there is no any collection procedure in a government, so they punish if they will come to know. If people, they are not fasting in the month of Ramadan, they put them in jail or not?
Yes.
Yes or not? When the azan is given in Saudi Arabia, or in Mullah Sahib Hakumat there, yes. So when the azan was given, so what was there? The traffic is jam and all the business are got it? Closed. Why? Because that's the riyasa. Riyasatun amma fi dini wa dunya khalafatan an nabi. But that will be as on behalf of the Prophet. Not as on behalf of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And who will be having that authority? Li shakhs min al-ashkhas. One person. That authority will be. So Khalifa will not be a group of people. Khalifa will be one person. Allama ibn Khaldun, the well-known Imam of social sciences even in the Western world. Yes or not? The Western world know him or not? Say. Yes, you will go to political science department. Yes, you will see their Muqaddimah ibn Khaldun. Is they refer to that or not? That ibn Khaldun. They say ibn Khaldun. What they say? What they say? Huh? They say ibn Khaldun. So Imam ibn Khaldun, and this book of him, that's translated almost in every famous language all over the world. In Germany, in French, in Italian, in Russian, in Chinese, in English, but just name it. Yes, you people have it or not? Yes, you can order one. That's not that big, because here, his book is big, that's in history. His book is named Tarikh al-Umam wal Muluk. Tarikh al-Umam wal Muluk. The history of nations and kings. Tarikh al-Umam wal Muluk means the history of nations and kings. But for that, he has written the preface. That preface is one volume. This is the preface of the book. Preface is only one page. Yes, but that is one volume, and that is called Muqaddimah ibn Khaldun, the preface of Ibn Khaldun. Got it? So in preface, yes, he discussed the whole political system. So there he mentioned that all over the world, the governments are of three types. Professor, the government is three types. Number one, al-mulk al-tabi'i. Al-mulk al-tabi'i means aristocracy or dictatorship. Another word is dictatorship. Aristocracy or dictatorship. He defined it. Hamlul kafa ala muqtaza al-gharad wa shahwa. The person who is sitting on the helm of affairs, he is putting all people behind his own desires. That's a government which is run based on the desire of the person concerned. Who is sitting here? Got it? What he likes, that is law. What he does not? Yes. And as he is an aristocratic power, so he's hanging people. Nobody can challenge him and things like that. Got it? So he said this is one type of government. The second one, he called it al-mulku siyasi. He defined it. حمل الكافة على مقتضى النظر العقلي في جلب المصالح الدنيوية ودفع المضار. To put people on such a system which brings them the good of this world and protect them from the evils of this world in their life. Yes. He called it al-mulku dasturi, constitutional government. Al-mulku dasturi? What? Constitutional government. What is the constitution? Yes, what the representatives of the general public they say, what they decide. The assembly is sitting there. Yes, they pass a law, and then that is. When they are passing a law, the basic thinking is that it will give good to the general public and will protect their due rights. That's what they are doing or not?
Yes.
Say, that is something else that, yes, they have their own agenda, their own wings as well, and got it?
Yeah.
But anyhow, basic is that. And the third one, he called it al-mulkul Islami, or Islamic government. So he defined it, حمل الكافة على النظر الشرعي في مصالحهم الأخروية والدنيوية الراجعة إليها. To put people on such a road which will provide them their good in this world and in the hereafter. Their good in this world and in the hereafter. So Islamic government is not only bound to provide people this, this and this and this. No, they are practicing accordingly or not. Yes or not?
Yes.
So he said the first one, that is only the approach of one guy. That's the approach of one guy who is the dictator. Yes. The second one, that is the approach of a group of people who are sitting there on the helm of affairs. They are sitting there on the helm of affairs and they are making the laws. What we call them? The parliament. What we call them? The parliament. So he said that the first one, he is putting people behind his desires. And the second one, they are putting people behind their desires. Yes. They are putting people
behind their desires.
They are so little bit better than the first one. But he said in Islamic government and state, they are not putting behind desires, putting people behind Allah and the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the next topic is Hukmul Imama. That what is the position of Imamat or Khalafat in Sharia? Means that is permissible, that is makruh, that is haram, that is mustahab, that is sunnah, that is wajib, or that is farz. Got it? So there are 2 points of view. Number one, that to establish a Khalafat, this is permissible. This is what? Permissible. So that is the point of view of a group of Mu'tazila. And another group of Khawarij, they are called Najdat. Najda al-Khariji, he was one of their leaders. So he told them that there is no need of state and government. Yes, if God established, that is allowed. If God established, that's allowed. But the majority of Ummah, including Mu'tazila and Khawarij, yes, 4 groups of Ummah. Yes, Ummah basically are 4 sects. Number one,
Ahlul Sunnah.
Ahlul Sunnah. Number 2,
Shia.
the Shia. Number 3,
Khawarij.
the Khawarij. Number 4,
Mu'tazila.
the Mu'tazila. Yes. So these 4 groups, they say that when an area is ruled by the Muslims and people are Muslims as well, so then to establish a Khilafah in the light of Quran and Sunnah, that is wajib. That is what? Wajib. Wajib in the meaning of farz. Wajib in the meaning, that's mandatory. Got it?
Yes.
But now the big difference is, that is of Ahlul Sunnah and Shia. Both of them say that it's wajib to have a Khilafah and a Khalifa. But Shia, they are of the view that who will appoint the Khalifa? They say Allah. They say who? Allah. Because he is representing Allah. He is doing what? Representing Allah. So he will appoint him. How he will appoint? That's why in history they never missed a Khalifa. Yes. Even though they did not have the state, but they had the Khalifa. They had the Imam. They had the Imam. That Ali was appointed by Allah. Yes. Rasulullah said, but he was appointed by whom?
Allah.
By Allah. As Rasulullah was appointed as a messenger by Allah, so Ali was appointed as a Khalifa after him by Allah. Got it? And after Ali, Hussein was appointed by Ali. And after Hussein, Imam Ali Zainul Abidin, he was appointed by Hussein. And after Ali Zainul Abidin, Imam Zayd ibn Ali, he was appointed by, yes. So it comes like this. It comes like this. Now, Khamenei Sahab, he is appointed by Allah. Yes. They call it Walayat Faqih. So anyhow, that's their concept. That's what. So they say that is wajib, yani must be. Wajib in the meaning of? Must be. So must be. Who will appoint him? They say Allah. Yes, and Ahlul Sunnah says, Rahimahullah, that Khilafah is actually the due right of Ummah. The due right of Ummah. They have to appoint someone as their Khalifa. They have to appoint someone as their Khalifa. So which concept is logical and reasonable? Al-Sunnah. So how they will? Inshallah. Because this is a long way to go. وَصَلَّى اللَّهُ تَعَالَى عَلَى خَيْرِ خَلْقِهِ مُحَمَّدٍ وَآلِهِ